homes for...
I know, but we need a cat song.
It's a general use for finding homes for...
I know, but we need a cat song that's cool,
I'm not going to get a cat song. You know what? If you want a cat song, you go find a cat.
All right.
All right?
I mean, they're adorable.
Dante's in the house.
Don't you agree,
Shelley
Gretchen?
really likes the cats that I bring in.
I do. I love
JR's
the cats.
much more of a dog
I know,
guy.
and I like dogs too. I love that, but I just think we need equal time.
We need equal time.
Yeah, that's all.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm
Getting equal
asking.
time. We're talking about... Look at...
Dante's sitting right here.
Poor
Dante's
Dante
sitting
comes
right
in here this morning, and I mean, you know, he's looking forward to the trip. He comes in the pet taxi.
He did. He came in a bright yellow
And then you guys
It says
start
pet
poking
taxi
and
on it.
prodding him like, you know, come on, leave me alone here. I'm just looking for a new place to live.
Well, there was some question of whether he was declawed.
What's the story?
He's not declawed.
He's not. Okay.
He's not. No,
Right.
I was surprised.
Beautiful
Usually we have
cat.
those things written down, and I didn't have it.
What's happening, Dante?
He is a beautiful cat. Look at that tail. It's like a
Look at
raccoon
that.
tail.
Now, is he considered long hair or no?
No,
Still
he's
short
definitely
hair.
considered medium hair.
Okay,
but
okay, okay.
That tail definitely has some
That's
long
what I
hair on
mean.
it.
That's
Dante is an
What up?
8-month-old cat, orange and white, that came to the shelter because, well, he was originally found as a stray, I should say, when he was a kitten. And he was then brought to the shelter just the other day because the person who found him, little boy, was allergic to him.
Oh.
So that's how he came to the shelter. So he started off as a stray, and then he had a home for a few months, but had to come to live here at the shelter. Really, really like this cat. I was looking at the animals yesterday, and I made my choice with Dante to take this morning because he is so active in the cage, and he was reaching his paw out, and I said, "Ooh, I'm bringing you to see
But
JR
he's
and
real
Shelley
laid back.
today."
He's real laid back, though.
What up,
Just
Dee?
kind of hanging out. Just,
He's checking things out. When
Oh,
he
is
was
that
at the
it?
shelter,
Okay. Oh, he was a little more
really,
active?
He was
Okay.
really active. Now he's sort of skulking around up here on the table, checking out everything. But
beautiful cat.
Just gorgeous. He's big and fluffy, only about 8 months old. And you know, Shelley, we are doing our cat adoption special this month for any cat over the age of 6 months and under the age of 6 years. So 6 months to 6 years, obviously Dante at 8 months qualifies where there's a 20% discount on all
please
adoptions.
give these kitties a home. They're really so...
He's a
cats
really
are
good guy.
so easy to take care of, too. That's what I love about them.
And they come already neutered or spayed, feline leukemia tested, which is a cat disease that they can get from, you know, their brothers or sisters or their parents, or even out, you know, when they're out as a stray. So they're tested for that, and he was negative. They're microchipped. They've got vaccines.
Wow.
It's great.
I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
say, that's a deal. I didn't
I'll
know
tell you,
all
the
that came with it.
experience of adopting somebody at the Humane Society is awesome.
Wow.
And I mean, I got to tell you, having done it, it's not like you're there all day either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go in, you get your stuff processed, you're out of there in 40,
Yeah, I've
40
actually
45
gotten
minutes.
a couple of my cats.
It's unbelievable.
From you guys.
You have a huge event this weekend. This is pretty cool. This is Tales of the Catwalk, which is an annual event at the Humane Society. Tell us about it,
I
Gretchen.
love this event. It's a fun event. It's a fashion show sponsored by Steinmart. And for those of you who don't know what Steinmart is, it's a fancy-looking department store with really inexpensive prices.
Steinmart's cool.
Jen and I were just talking about, you know, all sorts of, you know, how we like to bargain shop. And this is what Steinmart is. It's all about bargain shopping. And they have some great, great clothes. So anyway, they're the sponsor of the fashion show. And the really nice thing about this is that it's in the shelter. This is about the dogs. It's about the cats. It's about the rabbits. I think even some birds might be featured in the fashion show.
Really?
So it's really about the animals at the shelter. And that's why we hold it at the shelter. So people have an excuse to come down to the shelter, have a nice drink,
Take a
have a nice
look,
lunch,
yeah.
and take a look at all of the animals we have up for adoption. So it's this Sunday at 2 o'clock.
2 to 4. Is it open, or do you need a ticket?
You need a ticket. You can buy a ticket in advance. It's
Okay.
$25 in advance, $30 at the door.
Okay.
And I know the details are on the STAR website as well as the Humane Society's website at wpahumane.org. And you guys are going to be there doing the music for the event. So
Awesome.
we love STAR 100.7.
Aw, we love you, too.
Oh.
We
It's
love
great.
Dante.
We just recorded that.
It's just a love fest in here, but it's really a fun event. And you know, it's not as formal as some other fashion shows are, because this is about the animals. And for people who remember Choo Choo, people are like, what's Choo Choo? Choo Choo was a dog that got a lot of attention.
I remember
about
Choo Choo.
6
Yes,
months
yes,
ago, 8
yes,
months
yes,
ago.
yes.
She was tied to the train tracks
Yes.
in Braddock.
Yes.
And a lot of people, she was a boxer that had recently given birth, and she was actually tied to the train tracks. and she had no chance of getting off the train tracks, but
Exactly.
they actually stopped the trains to get her off. So it was really a big story. And so every year we feature an animal that benefited from the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society. Choo Choo will be there with her family,
Awesome.
and everybody will get a chance to meet her and see how
that's
she's
great.
doing. So it's really a fun event. Oh, and prizes. For hockey fans, there's a signed and autographed Chris Letang jersey from the Pens. But there are also some great trips, including a trip to New York, which includes a $1,000 shopping spree at Bloomingdale's for those girls who like to shop.
I
Now,
know.
Shelley's
Did you
eyes
see? I
just
was going to say,
lit
did you
up.
see my eyes pop?
JR turned immediately to look at Shelley. Her eyes just got huge, everybody. And then there's also a trip to Sonoma, California for a wine tasting. It's 4 nights staying at the Fairmont.
It's even better for you.
That would be
Chauffeur-driven
It is
around
Tales on
to
the Catwalk this
vineyard.
Sunday
Down
from
there.
2 to 4. It's at the
we have
Humane
some
Society on the
great
North
prizes.
Shore.
Great.
It is Tales on the Catwalk this
Get
Sunday
down
from
there.
2 to 4. It's at the Humane Society on the North Shore. Details, starpittsburgh.com or wpahumane.org. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Dante needs a home.